Hey there. Go ahead. Don't think about anything. Just take a moment and think about nothing. I dare you. It's tough to do. It's tough to clear your mind. It can be done. And, if you get into meditation, do those types of things, you get good at that. But how do you, in the course of your everyday life, keep a clear mind? There's so many things we've got to keep track of, so many things that we're doing all the time. How do you do that? And what I've been doing lately is capturing all those thoughts that I have, all those things that I need to remember. I'm constantly saying, David, don't forget this. You got to remember to do this. This we got to get done today. How do we keep that from cluttering our minds? Our minds can get like the garage or the attic if we're not careful, and they can be filled with all kinds of stuff that we don't need right now, but they're there because we're afraid not to have it. And one of the easiest ways is to write it down. But how do you write it down in a way that you're going to find it? I mean, I've been working on cleaning the attic and the garage lately, and there's so much stuff I forgot was even there. And how many things do we write down? And, if you write it on a sticky note or someplace else, and I'm the king of sticky notes, but sometimes you go through your stack of sticky notes that are all stuck together and you realize, oh, I forgot I'd written that down. How do you keep track of it? What's your system? Well, what I've been doing is I've been using a product and it's been working out for me, but the basics of it is that I keep moving things forward. And if they're not getting done, I get rid of them because apparently they weren't that important, or I make sure I reprioritize so that I do get it done. And as I carry that and move it forward day by day, I'm not losing as many things, and therefore I'm sleeping better at night. I'm getting that stuff off of me, and I'm making a conscious effort not to fill my mind with all that stuff. Once I've captured it, I know I'm going to see it every morning, and I'm going to make a decision as to what to do with that piece of information. If it's information that just needs to get filed or stored, I've got places for that. But if it's something I've got to remember and I've got to keep in mind, it's not going to be there forever because either I'm going to act on it or I'm going to store it away for the future. But the bottom line is I don't want it here. I want it on a piece of paper, someplace over there, so that here is reserved for the present. Here is reserved for what I'm working on. Here is reserved for the thoughts and contemplation that I need to have. Here is reserved for the joy of spending time with my family. And I'm getting better at that. Not perfect, but getting better because I'm able to capture and clear that stuff from my mind. What are you carrying around up here that you don't need to carry around up there, that you can put over here and not lose sight of? Are you remembering it just because you're afraid you're going to forget it? That's a silly thought in and of itself. Remember because you're afraid to forget. But if you didn't have to mentally remember it, if your paper could remember it for you, would you be better off? And I say paper, it could be electronic. I'm writing it down. You could be typing it in and get that same effect. As long as you have a process to keep it front and center when you need it so that it doesn't go away, you don't have to remember it. So I hope this helps. Have a great, great, great day.